Donald Trump is who went to abduct the president of Venezuela because he wanted to steal the oil of Venezuela. Today, children and women are being killed in Palestine. Today, he started a war in Iran, and Iran is shashering him. He doesn't know how to get out of that war. He started without a plan. We are with Iran. We are Iran. We stand with Iran. We don't stand with imperialism. We don't stand with America. We stand with the oppressed. We say to the people of Cuba, hang in there. America made you suffer for 67 years. You won't surrender now. Don't succumb to imperialism. Stand up to imperialism. Fidel Castro told us to stand up to America and not be afraid of America. Comrades, this continent shall be one. And when it becomes one, it shall become a powerhouse in the international politics, because they are leading us, because we are divided. Once we unite and we become one, America will be defeated. We say to Iran, don't stop until America pays your reparations into your account. Hit and hit hard. Make sure you destroy these evil forces that have cost us life in the history of humanity.
Julius Malema did not hold back. He stood in front of people, looked straight ahead, and made it clear, we are with Iran. We are Iran. That one sentence is now everywhere. It is trending, it is causing arguments, it is making governments uncomfortable. Because this is not a small statement. This is Julius Malema openly choosing a side at a time when the world is already tense between the United States and Iran. And he didn't stop there. He went further. He directly criticized Donald Trump and accused the United States of trying to control other countries. Simple words, but very heavy meaning. Malema said the United States only acts when it wants to. He said when some countries do something, they are punished fast. But when others do worse, nothing happens. According to him, that is not fairness. That is power. And he gave examples. He mentioned what is happening in Venezuela. He talked about the situation in Palestine. He said these places show how the world treats countries differently, and to him, it is wrong. Before we go deeper into this, do something quickly. If you like real, straight-to-the-point global stories like this, subscribe now, like this video, and drop your opinion in the comments. Because this one, people are divided, and your voice matters. Back to the story. Malema didn't speak like someone trying to be neutral. He spoke like someone who has already made up his mind. He said developing countries need to stand together. He said they should stop depending on Western powers. And then he showed support for another country, Cuba. He said countries like Cuba, Iran, and others should unite. Why? To challenge what he believes is Western dominance. Now think about that. This is not just about Iran anymore. This is about a bigger idea. A world where smaller or developing countries stop following powerful nations. A world where they stand together and push back. That idea is powerful, but also dangerous. Because when you say something like, we are Iran, you are not just supporting, you are aligning. You are placing yourself in the middle of a global issue. And right now, the issue between the United States and Iran is not small. It involves military tension, it involves politics, it involves global influence. So when Malema speaks like this, people start asking questions. Some people are saying he is brave. They say he is speaking the truth. They say many leaders are afraid to say what he said. But others are not happy. They say he's going too far. They say he is dragging South Africa into global conflict. They say this kind of talk can create problems. And this is where the real debate is. Is Malema right? Or is he making things worse? Let's break it down in a very simple way. Malema believes powerful countries, especially the United States, act like global police. He believes they interfere in other countries' matters. He believes they decide who is right and who is wrong. And he does not agree with that. That is why he spoke strongly. That is why he chose Iran. But here is the other side. The world is not simple. Countries have alliances. Countries have enemies. And every statement from a political leader can have consequences. So when Malema says what he said, it is not just talk. It can affect relationships between countries. It can affect how leaders see each other. It can even affect trade, diplomacy, and security. Now let's look at timing. This statement did not come at a calm moment. It came at a time when tensions are already high. That is what makes it more powerful and also more risky. Because when the situation is already hot, even small words can cause big reactions. But this was not small words. This was a bold declaration. People across Africa are also reacting. Some are proud. They feel someone is finally speaking for them. They feel someone is challenging global power openly. But others are worried. They don't want conflict. They don't want their country to be involved in something bigger than them. And then there is the global audience. People in Europe, America, Asia. Everyone is watching. Because this is not something you hear every day. A major political voice saying, "We are Iran." That is not normal politics. That is a strong position. Now, let's go deeper into what this really means. When Malema talks about imperialism, he is talking about control. He is talking about powerful nations influencing weaker ones. He is talking about history, colonization, exploitation, and dominance. For many Africans, this is not new. It is something they understand very well. So when he speaks like this, some people connect with it immediately. They feel it. But again, not everyone agrees, because the world today is different from the past. There are global systems, there are international laws, there are diplomatic ways to handle issues. And critics say Malema is ignoring those. They say he is choosing confrontation instead of diplomacy. But Malema is known for this. He is not someone who hides his words. He speaks directly. He speaks emotionally. He speaks in a way that gets attention. And right now, he has everyone's attention. Now, here is another important point. This statement is not just about foreign policy. It is also about politics at home. Leaders sometimes speak strongly on global issues to send a message locally, to show strength, to show independence, to show they are not controlled by anyone. So this could also be part of that. But whether you support him or not, one thing is clear. This statement has started something. A conversation, a debate, an argument that is not going away anytime soon. And the biggest question right now is this: what happens next? Will other leaders support him? Will some reject his statement? Will this create tension between countries? Or will it just remain words? Because sometimes words stay as words, but sometimes they turn into action. And right now, the world is watching closely, waiting, listening, reacting. And this story is far from over. And now, every eye is on South Africa. Because when a leader like Julius Malema speaks this way, it is not just about words. It is about influence. It is about positioning his country, his party, and even the continent in a global conversation. He is sending a signal to developing nations everywhere. You do not have to follow the rules set by others. You can stand up. You can speak. You can choose your own path. And that message is resonating. Across Africa, people are talking. Some are saying finally, someone is standing up to Western powers. Others are worried that this could drag the continent into conflicts far bigger than anyone imagined. The question is, how far will this go? Because Malema didn't just make a statement. He set a tone of defiance, a tone of independence, a tone of challenge, and the world is feeling it. In Washington, in Tehran, in Havana, people are watching. Analysts are debating. Commentators are arguing. And everyday people are asking themselves, what does this mean for global politics? Malema also connected the struggles of nations like Iran and Cuba to the struggles in Africa. He said, if nations unite, they can challenge unfair systems. They can fight inequality. They can fight exploitation. And this is the part that makes people think. Because it is not just about politics. It is about power, about history, about justice. It is about saying loud and clear, the world does not belong only to the powerful. The weak and small nations also have a voice, and we will use it. But there are risks. Speaking this way in public is bold, it is brave, but it is also dangerous. Powerful nations do not take challenges lightly. Words like these can create tension, conflict, and even economic consequences. Still, Malema is unapologetic. He is standing firm. He is repeating his message. We are with Iran. We are Iran. Simple words repeated for impact. Words that do not leave room for misunderstanding. And he is not stopping there. He is calling for unity among developing nations, urging them to stand together, to resist pressure, and to demand respect on the world stage. Some see this as inspiring. Some see it as risky. Some see it as revolutionary. Others see it as reckless. But one thing is undeniable. It is getting attention. Massive attention. Media outlets across the globe are covering it. Social media is buzzing. Citizens everywhere are debating it. Leaders are watching. Analysts are analyzing. And in the middle of all this, Malema is sending a clear message. Africa will not be silent. Africa will not follow blindly. Africa will speak, and Africa will act. And this story is far from over. Because once you make a statement like this, the ripple effects are impossible to control. Allies take notice, enemies take notice, and the world starts shifting. Now, imagine what could happen next. Will other African leaders join him? Will countries like Iran and Cuba respond directly? Will this spark new alliances? Will it lead to tension with Western powers? Every move will be watched. Every reaction will matter. Every statement will be dissected. And for the people watching, this is just the beginning. Because Malema has opened a door to a conversation about power, fairness, and independence on a global scale. And the world will never be quite the same. The truth is, this moment is bigger than just one speech. It is bigger than one leader. It is about a shift in how the world sees power, influence, and justice. When Julius Malema stands up and says, "We are with Iran," we are Iran, he is not just speaking for his party or his country. He is speaking for millions who feel ignored, silenced, or marginalized on the global stage. And that is why you need to pay attention. Because what happens next could affect not just politics, but economics, diplomacy, and the future of international relations. This is the time to stay informed. This is the time to think critically. This is the time to have a voice. So here's what you must do. Subscribe to this channel now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the updates as this story unfolds. Like this video to show you care about real global issues. And comment below. Tell us what you think. Are you with Malema? Do you think he is right? Or is this dangerous politics? Your voice matters. Your opinion matters. And together, we can follow history as it happens. Live, real, and unfiltered. This is not just news. This is a movement. And you are part of it. Stay tuned. Stay alert. And never stop asking the questions the world tries to ignore. Because moments like this don't happen every day. And when they do, you want to be paying attention.